Well, good morning from the Chateau de Colombe. As you might have seen, we already played musical chandeliers. Now we're playing musical mirrors or trumos, whatever you want. So behind me here is our China room. And when we bought the Chateau, there was a desk in there. There was the hub for the internet. And it was dial-up when we bought here. And so it was very, very slow. So we hope that we can actually now, well, no, let me rephrase that. So Stuart is using this as his office. I do too. But so we're hoping to move everything upstairs and reclaim our China room as just that, a China room and a bar, because that's what's in there as well. So that's where the cocktails are made. And it's really, really exciting. And that's the next step. We have then one more big project. And I think I have one more sewing project. And we will actually be done with our bedroom. And Fitzy is drinking. That's our dog who is on chemotherapy. And he's doing okay. So we're really happy about that. And now let's start getting the mirrors moved, because that's a big step. Now that the mirror is gone, clearly at some point there was a trumeau. So we need to come up with a solution, and I think Stewart already came up with one.
Yes, we actually have an extra trumeau that's sitting around somewhere. So since we are planning to move the office out of here and turn this back into the China room, I think it'll look great. Now that we have fiber optic with high-speed internet at the Chateau, we are excited that we can now turn our China room actually back into a China room. And we can set up a new space for our office up here on the first floor in a more appropriate and private area of the Chateau. So one of the first things that I needed for our new office space is a desk that can correctly accommodate my height and be adjustable for our different computer needs. That brings me to the sponsor of today's episode, which is FlexiSpot and their E7 Pro standing desk. The E7 Pro standing desk has multiple options for its frame and desktop colors. We selected the black frame with the beautiful mahogany desktop. It arrived in 3 manageable boxes and included step-by-step instructions for setup. It took only about an hour for me to put it together, from unboxing to complete. It also didn't require any additional tools, since they include all of the tools that you need to put it together. It has a 15-year warranty and 30 days risk-free return service. The FlexiSpot website also offers for you to choose a wide range of matching accessories, including drawers, cabinets, and office chairs. The E7 Pro has a 440-pound load capacity, which is a 30% increase compared to traditional standing desks. And it has an adjustable height, that ranges from 25 inches up to over 50 inches. The E7 Pro has impressive stability and a smooth and quiet transition. The user-friendly keypad has an advanced memory system, allowing me to save 4 customizable memory presets for quick adjustments. It also has a built-in USB charging port that is an easy access for charging my devices. FlexiSpot is having a mega sale now, so don't miss out. If you shop now, you can use our code Château30 to save an extra $30 off and get your own E7 Pro Premium Standing Desk. If you have a limited budget, you can also choose the more economical E7 Standing Desk. Click the link in our video description to learn more. And now I'm going to get back to work.
So now we've had this up here. Mine at the back edge of the mirror, because the wall, I mean, it's hard to see, but the walls are so warped.
Right.
So
it doesn't sit flat
the
against the
angle
wall.
here needs
right.
to be further out. How was that on your side?
Same.
Same?
Yeah, I would say it's put it on the outside edge, I think, of the baseboard.
Okay. That's nice. There. Very nice. So here we are at the toilet section, because we need 2 new toilets. There are antique toilets available, sometimes in England, not very often. And quite frankly, modern flush toilets in homes only became common pretty much after the Second World War. In wealthier households or big houses, apartment buildings of the Art Nouveau era of 1910, they were built with bathrooms with flush toilets. But in general, that was not true for most of Europe. That was after the Second World War. So we are going with a modern, convenient toilet, which also is much easier to care for. So let's have a look. Well, good morning. It's raining. It's a great day for indoor projects, and I'm finishing up the entrance to the closet. And so this is pine wood, which we have stained in a palisander color, which very much looks a lot like old nutwood that we have here in the region for furniture. Pre-drilled, because it will be drilled into the metal stud. And I put, oh God, I have no idea about the technical term. The screw will be sunk in, so it will be flat, so hardly visible. And there will be a curtain and with a valance. So that's the next thing I'm going to do, but this needs to go up and then we're going to do the rest. Let's go. Hello.
Hello. Yes, you wanted to show me something, right?
Yeah, well, this is what I cut off. So this was the very first bed crown curtain that I've ever sewn, and let's just say not so good. I mean, in hindsight, it worked. It was great. It worked for 3 years. So I cut this off, and we need, because we're reusing these curtains for the closet entrance, so that we can, if we want to, close it off. In the summer, it's too hot, keeps the warmth in the closet. And I wanted to do this with a valance. And I had not put in any actual thought of how that will work. And so I'm looking at this, and so it's such a huge print. So this would be 37 centimeters from the beam thingy that I put in there. So, but what I was thinking so that would be just one seam. That would be a bit boring. And when you pleat, normally you pleat in, or but whatever. I mean, I think there are multiple things. By the way, that to open up the seam with these scissors, that was phenomenal. That was almost like a razor going down the fabric. So what I was thinking, we need 103 centimeters to give it some give and all this. How about it's cute. There's the wagon with the hay, and they collect hay. They are harvesting fruit. There's wine. And I like these scenes. So we could have 3 scenes, but they don't fit. How about we are doing this? Do a really big pleat. We lose the goat, sorry. Do one pleat like this. And then have the crane will go too, just so you know. And this is just, this is very rough and rough estimate, so to speak, rough estimate. But so that we actually have.
Oh, yeah. Then we have like three full scenes.
Full scenes.
Right.
And let me see, where's the beginning. So, let's see. It would be about 2 here. So it's 2 full scenes. I think that's really pretty.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
And it's lovely, and it has the full fruit harvest. They're coming from the field. They picked flowers. Actually, that looks like the post sign, the horn. There is a turkey, so hurrah for turkeys. The mill. Sheep, the bridge. That almost looks like the bridge we have to cross our moat. And look at the birds. Mm-hmm. I have to admit, I sewed this. I never paid attention to the details. This is really quite pretty. And I think this is lovely. It's... I think I'm going to just tape it already because this is the right size. It's massive. I mean, it's going to be very, very big. I love that. And we have a big piece of a remnant for this. And we have one of the settees that will go into the Grand Salon once the wood is fixed. And it has a very thin, flimsy piece of, well, a foam pillow on it. And the caning is, well, it's not working anymore. So how about we put a cut piece of wood out, put it in, and make a really nice thick cushion or fitted pillow with this, that it makes this very comfortable.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Anyway, so I just want to show you this.
Okay, that's great for the valance. Fantastic.
I was just a bit excited. I love it. Thanks.
So, how is that for progress?
Look at this. This is so nice.
Could not be happier,
No.
right? I mean, and the one thing that I wanted to point out is other than having to buy a few pieces of wood and some stain, we actually had most of all of the stuff that we needed for the episode today for getting all this stuff done.
Yep.
So, what's next?
Yeah, well, we have one big project left. That's which we wanted to do last week, and we talked about it and we didn't. Other things came up.
Sure.
So these two massive, well, they're not wood doors. They're solid. They're so heavy. And we need to, with a metal cutter, cut out the current doors, which look really quite hideous. And they always were hideous. Anyways, it was supposed to just disappear, I suppose, and which it did, but into ugly land. In any case, that's something.
It's really the last big thing here, isn't it?
Yeah. And then it's getting chest of drawers moved around.
Right. And putting up some pictures and some...
Oh yes, decorating.
Oh, and we do have. We're just going to deal. It won't take too long, but we just have to deal with the two windows in the closet. We still have. You're going to do another curtain for the other window in the closet, and we have we're going to put up the film in some of the panes in the other window too. So that's just
the frosting.
That's the little bit that we have left to do for the closet as well. So
and wait till the rest of the shelving, hanging shelves are. I mean, it's the
right.
It's I don't know where the system comes from, but it's
far
we had
away
it in the United States, and it will eventually arrive. It's fine. There's no urgency in that, but it's really quite beautiful, and we're going to do a full tour when we're done.
We are. Yeah, so we want to make sure that, again, we thank our sponsor, FlexiSpot and the E7 Pro Desk. And don't forget to visit their website at flexispot.com, and you can get $30 off of your purchase by using our code Chateau30.
Well, that's it for this episode.
It is. And have a great weekend.
Yes. Happy weekend.
And we'll see you next
week.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed this video, please use the like feature to let us know. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our Journey to the Chateau YouTube channel if you would like to see more. Once you've subscribed, you can tap the notification bell in order to ring it, which will allow you to receive all notifications from our channel. Thank you.